Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Cleveland Browns. The veteran Dustin Hopkins has his one teed up, and we are underway here in Cleveland. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's second down. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
The defense is ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Bird sets up to throw it. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. What a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Clayton. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get him inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. He gets the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He might have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming
That's on me.
everyone has matchups that they like better than others, or they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. From the 38 now, here's second down and 1. Throwing is Hurts. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be caught front. Eagles touchdown. Olamide Zaccheaus, 38 yards. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. The fly route works for T.D. Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with a defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the screen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at Detroit. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because, you know, they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go with Chubb on second down. He'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. 8-6 the score after 1. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. As they got it with a 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Now it's the backup Watson. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. His early struggles continue. There's another one intercepted. Picked up by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have the short field here as they'll take over.
Bitch ass nigga.